Thank you, Leo. Our next senior speech will be presented by Ben DeFelice. Ben has been attending St. Stephen's for 7 years. During his time here at St. Stephen's, he has participated in both the sailing and Latin clubs. We will now hear Ben DeFelice's senior speech.
Thank you, Julia. I'd like to start my speech with one of my clearest and fondest memories. This memory took place on a Keys trip during the summer between 8th and 9th grade. This trip led us to Pigeon Key, where the island was small enough that you could walk from one side to the other in 5 minutes or less. And what we would do there is we'd snorkel around the island, and in our free time, a group of boys and I would look around for coconuts to crack open, since there were coconut palms growing on that island. And it took us almost the entire time of us being there for us to find a good coconut. And when we found it, we embraced our inner troglodyte and proceeded to start hitting it with rocks to open it. The reason we were using rocks is because we weren't allowed to use any tools like hammers or saws. After about 30-40 minutes of hitting it with rocks, we realized that that wasn't working. So we started to use the coconut to hit the rocks. And by some miracle, that actually worked. And it was worth the effort because we were greeted with the near pure white flesh of the coconut. Although later that day, unfortunately, someone threw up due to the weird mystery meat they were serving us for that week, and our chaperones had thought that it was the coconut being rotten, so they made us throw it over the boat as we went back. But that's not really the point of this story. The point is that tenacity is one of the most important traits for someone to have, as it brings great rewards, whether it's rewards that happen immediately or later. The majority of the time they will happen later in life, but the ones that happen later are usually greater. So I just wanted to reinforce the importance of being tenacious with what you're doing in life, because I know that it's helped me through my last 2 years of high school, which were fairly rough for me. And I am still recovering, but the problem is slowly fixing itself. And for my thank yous, I have a very large amount of thank yous to give, so I don't believe I think it would take too much time for me to give in this speech, but I also believe that a genuine, heartfelt thank you is done standing in front of the person, looking them in the eyes, and saying thank you, and explaining why you're thankful for them. William Shakespeare once said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and I tend to agree. That's why I'll give you all of my thank yous face to face, looking you in the eyes. Thank you.